Hey guys, thank you for checking out the video. One thing I want to mention before we go into this video, I am not a physician, I am not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not any of that. I'm just someone who wanted to change their life. Hey guys, what's going on? As some of you know, I've been doing the keto now for almost 2 months. Not quite 2 months, but almost 2 months now, about 7 weeks or so. And I'm absolutely loving it. This is going to be a step-by-step guide to how to lose 50 pounds in about 10 weeks time. You saw I weighed in at the 1 month mark at 20 pounds weight loss just by doing keto and intermittent fasting. Those two things together are just unbeatable, just because your body is burning the fat while it's fasting. So it's really something that I really enjoy doing together. I don't know if I can do one without the other, to be honest, because with keto you aren't as hungry as you would be if you're eating all of the carbs. The carbs make you hungry, believe it or not. So I know it fills you at that particular time when you're eating the carbs, but in the end it does make you hungrier throughout the day. But anyways, we're gonna go through some of the things that I eat on a daily basis as far as my staple foods. Mainly the main thing I eat, and you'll hear this for anybody who's doing keto, is eggs, 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 eggs. I eat eggs all the time. Hard-boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, all kinds of eggs. So with eggs, you have a high fat content with exactly 0 carbohydrates. So it's really good for keto, because keto, if you don't know, keto is a high fat, low carbohydrate diet plan. So what that means is you want to limit the things like bread, pastas, and all those things that we loved to eat, macaroni and cheese, all that stuff. You want to eliminate those things out of your diet. Now, I say eliminate, but not quite eliminate, because what I found out by doing this diet, one of the main things you need to do in order to keep this diet going, you can hear people have been doing the diet for a long time and they plateaued out. What I feel like really helps is about every 2 weeks or so, you want to have a cheat day. But not any ordinary cheat day. You don't want to just go ham on some chocolates and Starburst and stuff like that, all that garbage. By the way, after about 2 weeks time, you won't crave any of the junk. I mean, you just won't crave the junk food. But anyways, what I mean by that is maybe have the burger with the bread, or have some pancakes or something like that you normally would never eat on keto. Have that for that cheat day after 2 weeks. What'll happen is it'll kick you out of ketosis, and then you'll go back into ketosis once you start back on the actual regimen. And then it'll burn the fat past where you stopped in your plateau. I recommend doing this. Some people do a cheat day every week. I think that's counterproductive because it takes a couple days to get back into ketosis. So every 2 weeks seems to be working very smoothly to me, to the point where I don't crave that mess. I don't crave the stuff, all that nasty garbage and all the stuff that I used to eat. I just don't crave it. I'm out here on the beach right now. It is pretty hot. But anyways, so it's been going very well by doing that. So okay, so we have eggs. The next thing I eat a lot of, people say, how can you eat this? How can that be a diet? I love bacon. That's the next staple. I mean, I eat bacon pretty often, pretty much at least 3 to 4 mornings a week. I love bacon, but you got to be careful because there's a lot of bacon out there that are cured with sugar. What is it, Whitney? I think that's the kind of bacon I get. And what happens with that bacon, if you look on the label, it says no cure. No, it's not cured. So you don't have to worry about the sugars in the back when you look in the ingredients. You don't have to worry about that with certain kinds of bacon. So be careful which bacon you get, because some of this bacon, like those maple bacon and stuff like that, are just loaded with sugar, and you don't want to eat the sugar on keto. Next, the next thing that I eat, and I eat a lot of when I'm out and about. Now, I know a couple people were asking for this video, messaged me in the DM, as well as commented below. I believe Thomas, I know you were one who actually asked about this as well. What do you eat when you go out, like to the casinos and you go out, and what do you eat? I try to stick with a few different things. I stick with burgers without the bun. That's easy, and that's usually all beef when you're out somewhere. They want a good product. I also stick with steak. Oh my God. How much do I love steak, and how do I love a diet that allows me to eat steak? I love steak. And also salad. When I eat salad, I generally eat the spinach, because spinach are very good green to use on your salad for keto. Now, blue cheese dressing is what I choose. It does have a little bit of carbs in it, but what I've found in my body intake, I can do about 45 to 50 net carbs per day. Some people are much lower, depends on how much you weigh. I mean, I'm a big guy, so I can eat about 45 to 50 carbs per day and still stay in ketosis. I've never gotten that far as unless I'm doing a cheat day, which in a cheat day, I only eat about 60 or so carbs, so that it's enough to knock me out, but not enough to get me hurting as far as trying to lose the weight or doing something like that. So you have to be smart when you're knocking yourself out of ketosis. Next, I want to go into workout regimen and things you want to do in order to lose the weight, but I'm gonna talk to you about that over there. Now, I have to admit, working out is something that is very hard for me. It's always been, well, I can't say always. I was an athlete in school, football and basketball, but other than that, after graduating and stuff like that, it's been a hard thing to keep up working out. So I limited myself to just walking. I walk about a mile to 2 miles, mile and a half to 2 miles, about 5 days a week, which is not a lot, which is not very extensive. I feel like once I lose, probably get to about 70 pounds, I'm going to get off of the walking and start lifting, because I think that's where it's going to help me a lot when I start to lift. So about when I get to about 70 pounds, I'm gonna start the lifting. So then I'm gonna notice some differences as far as muscle buildup, which will reduce fat because I'm building the muscle. So can't wait for that level. So the thing is, on my birthday, which is May 23rd, I will be weighing myself, and I will be at 50 pounds weight loss. As you all know, I started this about 7 weeks ago, not quite, probably about 7 weeks ago, and that will be the 10-week mark. So in 10 weeks, I will be losing 50 pounds after committing to myself that I'm gonna stick with this diet, stick with this workout regimen, and just live a healthier, happy life. We all can do it. If I can do it, trust me. It was so hard for me to break through and try and keep going. That first week was brutal. That second week was brutal. But after that, you feel like you are starting to accomplish something, and people around you are noticing, hey, I mean, you're losing some weight. Now, The only time I felt like, oh my God, I've gained weight, is when last week we went to Reno, my sister and I, and the food options were just very, very limited. And I had 2 cheat days in 1 week. So do not do that. That is not a good thing to do. 2 cheat days in 1 week. You might as well have just ate the whole week, because you're knocked yourself out of ketosis twice. So just don't do that. I was very limited. I came home immediately. When I got home, I weighed myself just to, and it hadn't even been a 2-month mark yet. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't completely jack up my whole diet by those cheat days. And I was surprised. I lost a good bit of weight. But I'm not gonna tell you guys yet, because I'm gonna tell you when I weigh in on May the 23rd, on my birthday, to be at that big 50-pound weight loss that I promised to be. Promise myself, which is the most important thing to promise. And that's the next thing, guys. In order to make this happen, you have to believe in yourself. No one else can make you lose the weight. No one else can make you stick to the diet. You have to believe in yourself. And once you believe in yourself, good things will happen. And just like they're happening with me. So these are the steps and the things that I eat on a daily basis. One of the other things that I like to eat is tuna. I eat tuna with real mayonnaise mixed in with it. The reason why I say real mayonnaise, a lot of people like, what's it called? Mayo. My sister liked that Miracle Whip stuff. That's sugar and it's carbs. It's all sugar and carbs. That's why it tastes so sweet and good, because it's not mayo. Real mayo, if you can find it, real mayo has zero carb content inside of it. So you can mix that in with your tuna, and you can have a great little meal right there. I even put the tuna on some celery, eat it like that, and it's a great little snack to have. But the absolute thing that I feel like has been helping me the most when it comes to this weight loss, that would be intermittent fasting. I really do not believe I would be at this weight loss right now if I was eating 3 meals a day. I'm not saying everybody can just go and only eat a meal a day, because it's not a good thing to do as far as eating just 1 meal a day. But it works for me, because I was doing from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. as far as eating. Now I only eat 1 meal, and it's normally between 3 and the 8 o'clock. I'm just not hungry. I drink tons and tons of water each day, about 120 ounces of water a day. And that has really helped as far as keeping you hydrated and keeping you full feeling, actually. So drink your water, and you'll be just fine as far as that. Next, another thing that I have almost every single morning is my Bulletproof coffee. I've talked about the Bulletproof coffee before, and we've talked about what Bulletproof coffee, how it makes you feel. Let me explain to you guys what Bulletproof coffee is. Bulletproof coffee has coffee. It has grass-fed butter. It also has what's called MCT oils, which is the fats that's gonna help you as far as keeping in ketosis. Optionally, you can add some heavy whipping cream if you like it to have some cream in there, and you just mix that all up and you drink it, and it is blissful. It tastes great. It's very creamy, very, very, very good as far as the taste goes down very well. But most importantly, with the MCT oils and the butter and everything that's in it, it has your brain just functioning in a way like it just never has before. So I think that's been the most beneficial, and I think that keto coffee or Bulletproof coffee has really helped me to maintain focus as far as staying on this thing. As you guys know, at the beginning of this vlog, I was gonna do this weight loss journey, and I just quit immediately. And Guys, it's gonna happen. If you quit, you just try again. I waited too long to try again. Can you imagine? I can't imagine where I would be right now as far as my weight if I would have just stuck with something then. I didn't know about keto then, but anything, just stick with anything, because the key is repetition. The key is determination. The key is just sticking with whatever it is you're doing. So once you do those things, guys, you will be successful. See ya.